You should learn how to properly communicate. Why?
Because communication is key. Duh.
Because it will have a huge impact on your relationships, on your career, on your charisma, and generally the results you will get in life, and to lead a more successful and fulfilling life. So recently I have been teaching others languages, mainly German and French. And what I learned is that the better I communicate with them, the more successes they accomplish, and so do I. So I think I wanted to. What I realized is that communication really holds the key to success in all aspects of life, and I will share with you what improved so much and how you can use it in your own life, basically. So the first thing is active listening. So most people tend to wait for their turn and speak more about themselves and to kind of get the spotlight. And so what you do is you really listen, not for the sake of getting in your next word, but to really understand them. Like treat it as a podcast. So you listen to a podcast because you want to learn something and you focus on it primarily. And that is how you should approach the other person, just through this lens of curiosity and empathy. This is also important while teaching because you really have to get a feel of who you're dealing with so that you can adjust, the structure of the lesson to them.
The second one is about
non-verbal communication, body language. So what is your tone of voice? What gestures do you use? How much do you smile? How open is your body language?
Boo.
It's about the little details. The voice is super important too. What I learned is that if you change up the pace and the volume of your voice, it automatically creates a reaction and makes people want to listen. So I would suggest that you should film yourself. You don't have to put it online or anything, but you film yourself and then you see how, what you look like to other people, and feel for yourself how that comes across. Like, are you satisfied with how you look when you speak? Do you want to change something? Really analyze yourself and take notes, because I think this can be super fascinating to see how others might perceive you and how you use your body language. I will also take a look at this while editing this video, so we will see. Then whenever you speak, try to get to the point. Like, don't add unnecessary details. Details can be great for storytelling and making your point clear. However, it can take away from your main message. So try to stay sharp and really, see it as you don't want to waste people's time. So really get to the core message. And sometimes the shorter your sentences and the clearer, the more people tend to listen. It should be simplified. It should be clear to understand. So this is also sometimes why in academia, for example, people who can explain it in the simplest way possible, say to a child, those are the ones who really understand their material, and not the ones who add a lot of unnecessary words and make it and complicate it all unnecessarily. So get to the point. Staying empathetic. You have to stay empathetic. This is again linked to the first point of listening to the other person so you understand them. Try to understand where this person is coming from. I think sometimes we tend to think that everyone shares the same view and opinions as we do because we only have of course we only have ourselves, but not everyone perceives the world the way you do. So people have so many different backgrounds and experiences. So it's really, whenever you don't understand someone, try to see it from their point of view and why might they think the way they do. This can be extremely difficult, especially if you disagree with them, I think. But I don't know, the more you train yourself to let other people explain their world to you, the more enriching for you. Like, life becomes a little bit more three-dimensional, which is quite valuable. yeah, those are my tips basically. I think, yeah, I already touched on it in the beginning, but it's really great for professional success. So whenever you're dealing with a difficult boss, for instance, you always want to stay friendly and diplomatic. Understand that they also don't always have it easy, but also don't be a doormat, of course. So yeah, it also builds stronger relationships. Now, I think most conflicts arise from having communicational issues, so it's great to work on that. And it also boosts your confidence and goes hand in hand with charisma, I think. So the more charismatic you are, the better you tend to be able to communicate. So it often ties in together. And so this is quite fascinating how if you train your communication skills, everything else kind of falls into place, and you will be able to get your ideas across a lot better, and things move more according to your plans. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And I also was planning on doing a video on charisma because I read a book. Yeah, you've probably heard of it. It's quite known. The charisma effect. I'm not sure what it's called, but I thought it was also quite valuable. And I want to kind of summarize it and add my own experiences on why charisma is so important. So stay tuned. But this was it for the communication part. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and stay communicative.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.